Imagine you're walking into an interview and a voice in your head whispers, "You are going to mess it up." There's a sudden rush of anxiety. You start pacing up faster, more and more faster, and then you stop. You are panting and obviously your hands are cold and sweaty. You have 100 thoughts running into your head, sending shivers down your spine. Will I be able to make it? Will I be successful? God, please give me a nice interviewer. Phew, wait, did your stomach start lurching? Mine did. So now, let's get again into the world of imagination. A parallel world. After all, no one can stop us from thinking about situations which are not common to us, but indeed beautiful as they seem to me. Picture this. You're walking into an interview. Your mind is cool. You feel self-confidence running into your blood vessels faster than your own blood. You're not afraid, not thinking of the consequences, whether good or bad. As I mentioned, the same scenario but different thoughts, two different possibilities. This is what I call the voice in your head. Yes, the voice which in some way can decide your fate and can become your friend or foe. This inner voice is shaped by our experiences, upbringings, and beliefs, which is the constant mental chatter, the internal monologue, or the self-talk which each of us experience in fussed-up situations of our lives. This inner voice has two faces. One, the positive and the encouraging face. The other, the negative and the demotivating one. Consider this. You are the senior school head boy or head girl, and you are told to start working on an upcoming event which is going to take place in next 3 days. Now, this is the first event which is going to be organized under your leadership. There are two scenarios here. One, you handle things calmly and confidently. Here the positive face of the inner voice comes into play. You hear a voice. I can do it and I will do it. Else I learn. Second, you get nervous. Your head tells you, this is my first time. How will I collect the team? Am I capable enough? Or I always fail. Nothing ever works out for me. These are the two different faces. Generally, these voices are driven by certain thought processes and mindsets of an individual. Self-compassion, self-motivation, gratitude and appreciation lead to positivity and upliftment. While self-doubt, overgeneralization, perfectionism make the situations seem more critical and discouraging. Now, let's delve into some techniques to transform the inner critic from enemy to ally. Here, first, it is necessary to learn and understand to win the constant war within or the chitter-chatters of the brain. I mean, you can be kind and still say no. You can be generous and still set boundaries. You can be loving and still protect your peace. This I call the reframe technique. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. By reframing negative thoughts, you train your mind to be your coach, not your critic. For instance, consider this. Try to spin the thought from, I'm terrible at this, to I'm learning and improving. Second, name your inner critic. Give it a silly or a non-threatening name. For example, Doubtful Dan or Error 404, confidence not found. Call it out when it shows up. Oh, here comes the nagging Nancy telling me I'll fail. Thanks for your input, but I have got this. This disarms its power and makes it easier to challenge. Third, the so what challenge. When your inner critic throws a doubt at you, respond with, so what? If the critic says, What if you make a mistake? Cross-question it. Ask, so what? I'll learn from it. If it tells, people might judge you. You tell it. So what? People forget quickly. The so what challenge helps you break free from overthinking and self-doubt by questioning how big a deal something really is. Fourth, the inner critic talk show. Picture your negative voice as a dramatic talk show host. Instead of getting upset, laugh at how over the top it sounds. And now for today's episode of You're Gonna Fail at Everything. Let's see if it's true. Breaking news. You've made a tiny mistake. Your life is ruined. Wow, Bob. Slow news day. Let's get some real facts in here. And now, my favorite one. The courtroom technique. The courtroom technique helps challenge negative self-talk by treating things like legal cases. Instead of blindly accepting the inner critic's accusations, you force it to present evidences against its claims. For instance, if the critic says, "You always fail," present a defense by saying, "Actually, I've succeeded many times before." If there's no real proof, dismiss the case. By practicing these 5 methods, you weaken the inner critic's grip and build a mindset which is more rational. The goal isn't to silence your inner voice completely, but it is to make it your best mentor. For the next 24 hours, notice your inner voice. If it's a friend, embrace it. If it's a foe, challenge it. Your voice shapes your reality. Make it one worth listening to. Now, remember this. You are not your thoughts. You are the ones who decides which thoughts to believe. Thank you.